Just a downward stroke, looking at the spot, trying to match that value, just to show the side of the tray. So my 00 brush, small amount of the burn umber, once again with some ultramarine blue, just to darken it and cool the burn umber off, and we'll use that to accent. Real big brush, number 6, just a stroke of burn umber will do it, perhaps with a tiny bit of ultramarine to cool it off. I take the brush, hold it out like this, start. What's going to end right here, I'm going to make a few check marks. And this dark shape will help the other values work better. It'll add more contrast, so that comes right out like that, right about like that. As I said, I'm not going to get into detail with regard to the cigar at this point. It's a little bit thicker. I mean, there are highlights. There is a big highlight on the cigar, and there are some planes, but now I'm just going to treat it as a spot of value so we can put our time into the China ashtray. Now we're going to work on some highlights, but before I do that, let me soften a few of these accents here. Just blend, soften that edge so the edges aren't so sharp. And then, since I'm here, since I have the dark on my brush, I'm noticing a bit of a cast shadow that comes out here. It's got more of the carmine from the fabric in it. So let me bring that in like that. Just let that fade out for now. There's more of a definite shape to it, but now I'm just going to treat it as a dark spot. And some of that shadow is right here too. Start with a warm highlights using my 00 brush. Quite a bit of white. Just I'm going to warm the white up with the ochre color we have here. These are going to be rather thick. We're going to really lay it on. So this is when the glass starts to look like china. When I put these highlights on, so there's a little one right there. There's some cool highlights in here too. So when I put the cool over here, the warm will look warmer. Now, let's see, I'm looking carefully. And we've got, what's important now is to get this warm top edge right there. It's almost like a plane opposed to a highlight. There are some brighter jewel. I'm going to have to use some pure white in a few spots. It's like a highlight plane. And this comes out like that. I don't want to overstate it. Now for some cool. So I have pure white on my 00 brush, and what I'm noticing are some real bright spots here. I'm taking a thick glob of paint and sort of dragging it in these little key areas that I see. These are the highest key spots within this piece. And then I'm noticing one right here and a little bit right here. Now if you put a glob down like that and it's too thick, you can take the end of your brush, sort of carve it in. In this case, I have to go to a 2 brush and just chop it off. Yeah, that works pretty well. And I'm noticing a little highlight here. And if your highlights are too long, you can chop them down like this. There we go. Beautiful.